Before buying this router, I read a lot about it including reviews. I was so excited to try it. It arrived quickly, I installed it, it was just great, the web interface was fast and responsive, lots of things to play with, not your basic modem/router provided by your ISP, it has all the bells in. But when I tested the Wi-Fi speed it was awful, less than half of what I get connected to my ISP's Wi-Fi. I tried everything. I am not your basic user. In the internet, there were some discussions about the Wi-Fi speed in regards of this MikroTik hAP AC router board but nothing conclusive and no real solutions. Reluctantly, I wind up returning this router and I bought another router, something similar to it, or so I think, a iNet RB962UiGS-5HacT2HnT-US. So the morality of this story is a hint to MikroTik: include an Ethernet cable with your routers, a Cat5e or Cat6 cable preferably. Most people when they buy a router that doesn't include an Ethernet cable they just use the one that was laying around, and that one could have been the cable.ca. Whereas Cat5e enable it to support gigabit Ethernet, 1000 base T, or networks running at 1000 megabits per second. Meaning if your internet speed is around 200 megabits per second, with a Cat5 cable you are going to get less than 100 megabytes per second. This is my second try with the hAP AC. I first tried an early release of the international version, before US availability. It was a mess, but now I can say it's pretty good piece of hardware/firmware. For Wi-Fi performance I still prefer Ubiquiti, but hAP AC is very solid. Router OS firmware is not for everyone, but it is very powerful if you know what you are doing. Warning: the directions are fairly useless. If you have a clue about networking it won't be very difficult. If you want plug and play and give up easily, this is not for you. Well worth the money. I tried the hAP Lite dual band and the 5GHz band just didn't have the coverage of this one. Click link in description for more reviews.